just kind of divert just for a moment,
Okay.
and so that people understand that one of the first things to be a successful trader that you have to learn, other than the fact of finding a good edge, meaning something that puts a pattern, a collective pattern that your edge identifies, that puts the odds in your favor, that there's a higher probability of one thing happening over another once this pattern is present in the market, is that you have to learn how to think in probabilities. In other words, you have to get your expectations, aligned with the way the market actually exists.
Right.
And when you do, in other words, when you learn these kind of mental skills and you're able to execute your trades without fear and without hesitation, without analyzing, or even without thinking for that matter, because you don't need to think. I'll give you an example. A professional trader, what a professional trader thinks about when there's an edge present is, does he think about whether the edge is going to work? Absolutely not. Because he knows, he has learned there's no point.
Right.
There's no point in analyzing or judging or building a case for or against whether that trade is going to work, because he understands the human component. Okay.
Right.
But what he does think about is he thinks about the risk. How much do I have to risk? How far am I going to let the market go against this position to tell me that other traders are either going to come into the market and make me a winner or not? And he also has a plan for how he's going to take profits.
Right.
What does a typical trader do?
They don't have a plan.
Well,
or
yeah,
they think about the
plan.
trade too much. They think about, is this going to be a winner? Is this going to be a loser
right.
for me?
The exact opposite of the professional.
So what the professional does is basically...
And then once they make up their mind that it's a winning trade, they don't predefine their risk, do they?
Right.
And they also don't have a plan to take profits because they think when
They think it's going to be a winner.
It's going to go on
And
forever.
I want to talk about
Right.
that. We're running up on the break here, but I want to